Hi, my name is Grace and I wanted to share my story with you today on World Mental Health Day. So I've never actually done a video to share online apart from when I used to do a lot of singing, but I've never actually done something like this before, so I'm pretty nervous. About a year ago I suffered an emotional breakdown following many different things that happened in my life. I think if I'm honest, I always knew on some level that it was going to happen to me at some point, but I just didn't realise when or how bad things were. I felt very much when I was a teenager growing up that I didn't fit in anywhere. I had an overwhelming feeling of being lost and not really knowing who I am. And I think on some level that is normal as you're growing up, but it never really left me, and I think that was really an early warning sign. I'm incredibly lucky that I work for an organisation that really supports mental health illness and mental health issues. We actually now have over 100 mental health first aiders in our business that cover roughly 1,200 staff. I became a mental health first aider myself in August this year, which I'm very proud of. So with the help of my wonderful husband, my close friends, a good therapist and some medication, I managed to really get myself well on the way to recovery. I've accepted now that it's a fairly large possibility that depression, anxiety and obsessive compulsive disorder will probably be a part of my life forever. And despite having days where I'm convinced that my husband should have a better life rather than have to take care of the big ball of mess that I am, I'm pretty okay with that now. And I think he is too. He's learnt a lot from me and I've learnt a lot from myself. I'm actually in London at the moment on my own without him. He left me today at about lunchtime, and I honestly, if you'd have asked me last week, I would have said I will not make it to London, I won't be able to go, I need to sleep and be on my own and not be in a really busy, hectic, manic town. I think it's safe to say that I had a small relapse last week, and those of you that know me well will probably have picked up on the warning signs. Some of you have been in contact with me to make sure I'm okay, which I can't tell you how grateful I am for that. But the most important thing is, I'm here, I made it, I faced my fears, and I survived, despite feeling that it was going to get the better of me and that I wasn't going to be able to enjoy the wonderful things we had planned here in London. But I did it, and I survived, and I got through it, and I'm so proud. Tomorrow I do have to get myself across central London for a conference on my own, which is a huge obstacle for me, so we'll see how tomorrow goes. Yesterday we met up with a friend in central London who wasn't aware of my mental health issues and challenges, and we were discussing it, and he was so openly interested and really wanted to know more about it, and that's such a special thing for me. I don't know about the rest of you that have challenges like mine. It really means a lot that somebody wants to know, somebody wants to understand that bit about you that they don't know about. So I suppose today is all about raising awareness, and I want to encourage people that don't know me particularly well, maybe you don't know me at all, maybe you know me really well, to ask about my mental health challenges if you want to know about it, because I really think it's so important that we talk openly and honestly about how we're feeling, so that other people feel encouraged to do the same when they're really struggling. The biggest piece of advice I can give you is to try to accept that something isn't right and talk to somebody. It doesn't matter who, anybody you feel comfortable with, and anybody, quite frankly, that will listen. I will quite openly talk to anybody about my mental health challenges because I am an open and honest person. So all I can suggest is that you talk to somebody and try to get help if you're struggling, because I promise you that feeling of I don't want to know what tomorrow's going to be like, I don't know if I'm going to get through today, let alone tomorrow. I can promise you, if you get help, that feeling gets smaller. It may not go away, it may do, you may be really lucky. It might come and go like it does for me, but I can promise you that it gets better. And those of you that don't have challenges of your own, please check in on your friends, check in on your family, those that you love, even those that may seem the happiest, bubbliest people on the planet. Everybody is having their own difficulties, and you may not know anything about what somebody is going through. Please check on the people that you love. So that's a brief rundown of my story and a little bit of advice from somebody that has challenges to anyone else that may be struggling. Please talk to somebody, open up. There are so many charities and lifelines out there to be used, and honestly, happiness is out there for you and it is obtainable, and you can make that feeling smaller and improve your life dramatically. So I'm going to end by saying thank you so much for watching this video, and asking you please to share with anyone that you feel may need a little bit of a helping hand or some guidance as to what they can do, where they can go if they need some help. And I hope you all take care of yourselves and the people that you love as best as you can. Happy World Mental Health Day 2018 to all of you out there.